What's going on, everybody? This is Adulthood Pinning, the podcast where millennials prove that we can keep children alive, but we can definitely kill succulents with very much ease. I'm one of your hosts, Nick.
Do you want to try that again?
Yeah, I definitely want to try that again. What's going on, everybody? This is Adulthood Pending, the podcast where millennials prove that we can keep children alive, but we can easily kill succulents. I am your host, Nick.
I'm Zaga.
And again, this is Adulthood Pending.
Take three?
No, we're going to run it. We're going to run it now. We're going to run it now.
What are you calling succulents, by the way?
Succulents.
It sounded like you said succulents.
Succulents. We're not doing this whole backyard basement coconut succulent.
You said succulent.
Succulent.
Like sectional.
Okay, you know what? To please the court, we will do a take three then. How's that? Okay? Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to Adulthood Pinning. I am your host, Nick.
I'm Zaga.
And this is a podcast of where millennials, I fucked it up once more. So we're going to go for 5.
Come on, you got this. I believe it.
Now my armpits are sweaty. I have anxiety. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Adulthood Pinning. I'm your host, Nick.
I'm Zaga.
And this show is strictly for millennials who are easily able to keep children alive, but can so quickly kill succulents.
That's true. I've killed many of them.
I honestly, it's kind of scary how those kind of differentiate, because I feel like I would do better with a plant, but at the same time, I feel like I would kill it. But somehow, some way, I've had a dog for like the last 6 to 7 years.
It's impressive, honestly. I have taken on planthood, but you tell the people, what are we expecting today, Nick? This is your episode, and I'm so happy.
Well, from what you guys haven't gotten to see is the many outtakes that it took to even get the intro in. So Zaga had
We're seeing that. We're seeing that before they got to before the episode starts.
And what's funny is, like, I have no problem being on camera. I mean, I make content fairly often and stuff like that. But for some reason, doing a cold open or an intro is something that I struggle with extremely.
Every time.
I think, honestly, what I'm going to start doing is just having a beer prior to, just to loosen up, and then just, like, let it fucking rip.
So I'm not going to lie, like, years ago, I was the same. I would fumble through it all the time. And that's why Angelo used to take the lead and be like, "What's up, you bunch of bitches?" And then, like, I would jump in after that. And it was just a simple line that he would say just to break that wall. And then I just started doing it. And I had a stupid thing where I'd go, "Welcome."
I remember those so vaguely. It would change every single episode.
I would go high. I would go low.
Yeah. There's different effects.
Bring that back.
I mean, you do what you want.
Time to bring it back. When I'm hosting an episode, I want you to keep hosting. This is great.
No, I get it. You're getting a kick out of this.
It's just fun. I get to sit back a little bit. I get to be Nick.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I mean, hell, it is what it is. But on this episode, I wanted to kind of tackle a point that something that I've noticed going on with a lot of millennials and stuff like that, and that's something that is, we have majority of pets and plants. A lot of us around in our 30s, oh, there's a hand there, in our 30s do not, there's a hand. The decline of having children has kind of gone down a little bit, at least in my opinion, which I'm not mad about. It's declined.
The decline of
of having children, and I think that's
people having children have declined.
Yes, we're opting out of that option. Like, me personally, I have opted out of that option. Like, do I ever think about having a kid? Absolutely, but at the same time, the world's a fucked up place, Zaga. I don't know if I want to have my kid go through that, let alone, and this is the selfish part of me, financially, I couldn't do it. And there's a lot of shit that I want to do that I haven't. And No offense to all my friends that have kids.
That's okay though. That's okay. That's okay. See, and that's why I say, you know why I say it's okay? Because Ellie and I, we obviously we want to be parents one day. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. It doesn't, it doesn't. Right now, no, because we want to travel. We want to do things. We want to be selfish. Because yes, the moment I have a child, I'm going to be selfless like a motherfucker to that kid.
I
But
actually see that.
until then, I am a man child.
You are your own parent.
Exactly. I can't parent myself and another living being.
No, I barely get by parenting myself and my dog.
Right?
But I still wish, I know you can only get tax write, and I know you shouldn't have kids strictly for tax write-offs, but I feel like the term parent should be included with plant, parent, and pet parent. That's just my little small hot take. I feel like if I'm contributing to them, my money's going toward them keeping another thing alive. It should be a tax write-off, and or I should get a little kickback from it.
Right? And then people would actually take care of their dogs.
God, I fucking can't Ooh, blood started to boil a little bit. There's so many people out there that do not deserve to have animals, nor do they deserve to have kids. It kind of goes hand in hand.
Absolutely. There's like some dog owners I've seen, I know of, they're just so bad. Like, how do you like let your dog? Like, I like. I don't want to say things and judge other people right now because I don't know other people's situations. But at the same time, train your dog. They're here for a very short period of time.
I know.
The only life that they know is a life with you. So cherish that. Cherish that with them.
I had that thought the other day, and that's why, like, and this is just my advice to everyone that does have has a pet, whether it be a dog, a cat, a hamster, or a goldfish. I don't fucking care. Take that pet with you anywhere that you can. Like, if you're just going to go run errands around town, put him in the back, put him in the front.
Take your fish, put it in a bottle, show them the world.
Yeah, because all they see is the inside of your house. Like, I feel bad, like, when I go to work and leave my dog at home. Like, I know that he has a very big home to roam around in and stuff like that, and I make sure that there's sunlight, and he has the whole couch to himself and everything, but he only sees the backyard and the inside of the house. Like, like you said, there's a whole world, and I want him to experience it to the most that I can, at least.
I mean, we have discussed that when our dogs pass, and we end up getting another dog because that's going to happen. That's just the way we're always going to be a dog family.
Circle of life.
We're definitely going to get a smaller dog to bring with us on more adventures. It's a little hard with like a 65 to 70 pound freaking half bull mastiff. Who is the most lovable? Like, this dog is a love bug. She's been on camera plenty of times.
Right.
She just wants pets and love and kisses any chance she gets. Like, I give Ellie a kiss when I come home, and her face will just, like, I'll go to kiss her and just be like, and then there's a dog face right here. Like, I want to be in on this.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't have anybody to come home to except for my dog. That's not supposed to sound sad. That's just the sad reality. However, my dog does know. Like,
I didn't mean to laugh at you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I laugh at myself. It's not. I'm not asking
like,
for.
It's not meant to be sad. It's like, it's kind of sad. It sounded really sad.
The way it was delivered, 100% sounded sad. Though I'm very content with it. But my dog does. It's the best thing. Like, when I come home, because my dog, as soon as I come through the garage, he's waiting right there for me to slide the door open, and then like he starts wagging his tail and he's looking back at me, and he's like, "Come on, this way." And then as soon as I put my bag down, I kneel down, and I've noticed, like, it's their way of like hugging. Like, he leans into me, like in a U shape, and I just pet him and stuff like that. And then, like, but he's very temperamental. Like, it's like 2 or 3 pets. He's like, "All right, motherfucker, you've been gone at work all day. Put me outside. I gotta shit. I gotta go."
I trained my dog to give me a hug. So what she'll do is she'll sit at the edge of the couch.
Yeah.
And then she'll wait for me to or the edge of the bed, and she'll wait for me to put my stuff down, and then I'll just do this move like this, and she just puts both paws around my neck, and then she places her head on my shoulder, and she just hugs me and licks my neck, back of my ear.
That's the one thing I like about my dog. He will never lick in the face. He just smells you. Like, he'll smell my beard and all over my face, but he never licks in the face.
Rosie's the same way. Rosie doesn't lick. Leia's a licker. Rosie, I think she's licked me one time ever. She's never given Ellie a kiss.
Nope.
And Ellie's the one that saved her.
So what I'd like to try and figure out and kind of just pick your brain, which is a very fun thing to do from time to time because your brain is nonstop.
Yes. It's a problem.
So we have three things: children, plants, and pets. Out of the three, which one do you feel would be harder to keep alive?
Okay. Now, there's a lot of variations when it comes to what you're saying. There's a lot of categories to place this in. Financially, harder, children, all day. All day. Children
Agreed.
are harder financially. Pampers are expensive. Formula's expensive. Doctor visits, taking time off for work. When your kid decides to be an asshole and throw dirt into Sally's eye at the playground, you got to leave work. That costs you money because you got to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, financially, that's where my brain goes for that. Actuality, plants, because they're the most temperamental things I've ever seen in my life. At one point, and we've had this, and if anybody who's listening to this episode, go back to like this, I think it was the third or fourth episode. We're on episode 19 right now.
Yeah, I think it's episode 2 or 3.
It was like somewhere in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I had this bonsai tree, same pot, same tree. It was covered in leaves. Beautiful bonsai tree. The literal next day, I came back up and every leaf fell.
It's like it threw a fit.
I had to go through extensive repotting, resoiling, trimming things off, making sure I had to. Its actual home is outside because it can't be inside the house anymore. It just keeps dying. Do you know how frustrating this is? Like, I have to go now outside to take care of my plant.
Well, and here's my thing too about plants, so I'm tossing around the idea of becoming a plant daddy, and I'm absolutely terrified because they're, like how you just said, they're so temperamental. And not only that, plants alone are also expensive just to purchase, depending on what plant that you go with.
So, what is nice about being a plant daddy, as I am here, I've saved all of these plants, even my bonsai saved. As you can see, luscious leaves on it now. Looks healthy. It's growing nice. I got to do some trimming up, but
it's in rehab.
What is nice about plants, in my trimmings of my bonsai, I'm actually growing a second bonsai tree currently.
Oh, that's so you got to
propagating. Propagating is a great thing. You snip a little bit off, so you don't have. I'm not saying these are non-ethical ways to become a plant daddy. There's actually a really nice set on TikTok Shop for $20. You can hang it up. It's little test tubes, and you fill it up with some water.
Oh, I've seen that.
And then you can just clip a little piece. If you see something out that you like, clip it, throw it in there. Once you start seeing it root, put it in some dirt. Get some nice fertilizer for it. Let it grow.
You know, I've seen that, and I never put 2 and 2 together. I want to know,
like, why do I want just pieces of plants sitting on my wall?
Well, no, not just that. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the bigger picture here. I want to know how much money plant shops, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, all of those places that sell plants, how much money they've lost by people just going in there and there happens to be a cut leaf or whatever off of a plant there, and all you did was you went there, cut it, brought it home for free, and now you're growing your own shit. That is absolutely genius. This is how we break the system.
It is.
This is how we break the matrix.
Now, I made a mistake a little bit ago, about 2 weeks ago. Probably should have been my fail of the week, and it wasn't. Or maybe, I don't even think we did a don't win and fail that week. We went to the store, got fresh basil.
Ooh,
so,
nice.
Like a good man, I planted I propagated the basil. Grew a ton of roots. Awesome. Planted it. Except I didn't get like stuff for gardening dirt. I got stuff for indoor plants, and inadvertently gave Ellie and I food poisoning.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know you could
growing. It's huge. I didn't bring that one in because I'm letting it die.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking poisonous. I also didn't have a pot for it, and it's currently growing out of a Harry Potter mug, which has developed algae, so that could have been another issue there.
I didn't know that one could get food poisoning from basil.
I didn't know that either, but nothing else made sense. Everything, like we both got sick and we ate the same thing. Everything else was fresh and like new. So like I don't know. The only thing that would seem like the odd thing out was the basil, so we're just gonna let that ride. But I'm trying to grow herbs indoors, so that way I don't have to go spend money on them, or I buy them one time and just grow them. Done.
I like that. And plus, that way, I mean, nothing tastes better than organic. I mean, we can all agree. That's why it's all obviously super expensive at the store. And it's, oh, that's insane. But no, I approve. I'm actually kind of jealous. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's really easy to get into it. So honestly, with a lot of help from ChatGPT, I literally took a picture of the plant. What's the health of my plant looking like? It gave me a full breakdown, especially with the bonsai. It kind of gave me a 2-week
Turnaround.
triage treatment, what I should do. And ever since I followed what ChatGPT said, it has made it start to regrow again.
That's insane.
Same with all of these. I saved the succulent. Ow, that fucker stabbed me. I saved this plant. This plant was only like maybe like this much. Like it wasn't even that much of plant when I got it. The snake plant, it's actually growing a baby over here somewhere. This one has just grown long. But yeah, no, I've been trying to do my thing with plants. I thoroughly enjoy it. I want to venture out into I want a fern. You know?
I feel like you have good air quality in your house with these plants.
Nope, I have 2 dogs.
Ooh, fair. Okay, so they cancel each other out.
This is the only plant. Good thing for if you want to get into snake plants. Very easy. You can forget about them for weeks on end. Like, see, like this. And here's a trick: you just stick your finger in. If the dirt sticks to your finger, you don't need to water it.
Oh, look at you,
Tricks.
being a plant guru daddy for the fans.
It's mainly so like I'm the unofficial IT guy at work because of the fact that I have went through hell and back with my computers. I went through 4 different issues with this computer when I bought it. So I had to learn the hard way with a lot of things. And that goes with plants as well. Many have died. Many lives were lost. These are the 5 survivors. I have one more downstairs. I have like a cactus plant thing. I don't know, Christmas cactus plant. I don't know what it's called.
Those are another thing easy to keep alive. They require little to no attention at all.
We started off with easy ones. Ellie's friend propagated these 2 and gave them to us as presents. Kept those alive. It's a lot of fun, and then you feel proud of yourself when you like every day I'd go outside. I'm like, oh my god, look at all the flowers you're blooming! Wow, you're doing so good.
See, and I feel like that makes you a parent because you raised that, even with the fails. Which, speaking of fails, because I want to circle back, it just dawned on me. You've told us all about the fails of the whole basil incident, which still blows my mind because I didn't know you could get food poisoning from that.
I think it's because it was growing algae.
Fair enough. But with this episode covering 2 things that you and I are very strong into, what would you consider being your first pet parent fail though?
My first pet parent fail.
Because I could at least I don't really know which one would be mine. Because my dog, he is a rescue adopt. Had no intention of getting a dog that day. I had only shown up to the event to show support to my buddy and his wife's CrossFit gym. They're having an event. Next thing you know, I'm at the bank getting money out and end up taking this dog home. He had obviously been through some shit, but I guess like the only fail really is when I lived with my roommate.
And is he like your first pet?
That I got on my own, yes. Prior to like when I lived at home with my parents, we got a dachshund, we had a Yorkie, we had a dog that had a club foot, and a Shih Tzu.
So, what was your fail?
I don't really know I don't know what the fail was. I'm trying to think
Out of all your pets in your life, you have no fails. I just need to know before I'm universally hated on the internet shortly.
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Oh, this is what I was talking about
Oh,
earlier. Yeah.
okay. Before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know this is a. I'm just going to say trigger warning because I don't even know what it is, but you have been ill
It's not a
advised.
I wouldn't say it's a trigger warning.
Listen, I'm putting all the warnings on
You
there
just hate me.
because the way he said either he's going to be crucified and or hated across the internet. So we'll see.
So
I'm going to give the floor.
at 10 years old, I have a couple of, one's funny, one's serious. So when I was younger, my parents got me a rabbit at 10 years old. I didn't ask for said rabbit. I didn't want the rabbit. They just got me a rabbit.
Okay.
I legitimately forgot of its existence, and it starved to death in my room until I realized one day I went over to it and I was like I saw it and I was like, oh shit. What happened to the rabbit? Just dead. And it was dead for probably like a day. Yeah, that poor animal suffered. It's my own problem. I made that mistake. But that was my first fail. Yeah. Yeah, he like legit, like it had to have been 3 weeks that I just forgot about this creature.
I'm at a loss of words.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Like I thought so I've had hermit crabs, I've had hamsters and everything. I didn't have anything bad happen to my hermit crabs, but I went on vacation as a kid, and my older and younger stepbrother were supposed to take care of said hermit crabs. They took them outside and let them like roam around in the yard, which was fine. We've done it before. They forgot about them. We found one of them up on the garage door, completely fried by the sun.
Okay. Well, at least it got to adventure. That rabbit died in a cage
Well, I had
with clothes piled on top of it.
Oh dear God!
I was 10. I didn't understand responsibility.
I don't know who to blame on
I
this.
barely know.
I don't know if we need to blame your parents or if we need to blame you or.
So, which leads me to my next fail.
Oh, there's another?
Well, nobody died this time that I know of. So, lived with an ex a while ago, and I ended up buying her a dog, and I financed the dog, right? Because it was at a pet store or dog store, and so I financed the dog. Me and the girl broke up, and I just stopped paying for the dog. I stopped paying the loan. I stopped paying it 100%, just gave up. And I remember somebody clear as day asking me, "What do you can't just stop paying for the dog. What's wrong with you?" Which I'm assuming is what went through your mind.
You said loan.
Yeah, it was like a $3,000 purebred dachshund.
You took a loan out?
Yes, I was very dumb in my early 20s.
A very big one.
Yeah, it was like $3,500 with like a 25% interest rate.
I don't know of anyone that has taken a loan out for a dog.
Well, I didn't pay the loan.
Did they come repo the dog?
That's what I said. That was my reaction. Somebody said to me, "You can't just stop paying for it." And I said, "What are they going to do? Repo the dog?" Now, I don't know what happened to said dog. Her name was Sadie, I remember, because when I broke up with her, should I tell this I really probably shouldn't tell this horrible story, but I guess it kind of ties into it. So I had broken up with this girl on her birthday via text message.
You're starting off so strong.
20 minutes before her surprise birthday party that I was supposed to bring to her because I wanted to hook up with another girl that we worked with. I'm really batting 1,000 right now, and I understand if you guys hate me, it's okay. I have learned from the mistakes of my early 20s.
Listen, we're supposed to be talking about pets. We're not supposed to be talking about that you were a dog.
It plays a part. So when I broke up with her, her entire family had called me, and her mother said, "You better not take that dog." So I said, "I'm not paying for the fucking dog." And so she said, "You better not take that dog." So I left the dog there. Ironically, she had called me actually when Ellie and I had moved into our apartment together and said, "I need you to take the dog." And I'm like, "Nope, not my dog." She goes, "You paid for it." And I said, "No, I didn't."
The bank did.
And I have no idea whatever happened to that dog.
I just want that dog to know if you're watching this podcast, I hope that you're okay. Reach out.
I also have one more fail.
Good Lord.
This one did die. It wasn't my pet, though.
2 deaths.
This wasn't my pet. This was negligent parenting. So on Thanksgiving, I went to my cousin's house, and my cousin had a pet tarantula. I am deathly afraid of spiders. I do not like them. They freak me the fuck out. I think they're cool behind glass. I don't want to touch them. I don't want to see them on my wall. I don't want to see them drop down in front of me because I will have a panic attack, which has happened many times in this office because this is technically an attic. Now,
I also didn't know any of this.
Huh?
I also didn't know any of this.
Know what?
I didn't know anything about the whole spider phobia, your arachnophobia.
I hate, there's two creatures that I am deathly afraid of in the world. It is
Spiders?
bees and spiders. That is it.
Jesus.
A rat that is the size of a small dog, completely fine with. Roaches, palmetto bugs. Snakes are nope ropes. I don't like them, but if they come near me, I'll stomp them out. Spiders and bees, I run from. Don't know why. But at my cousin's house, Thanksgiving, he starts peer pressuring me to hold his tarantula. And I'm like, I don't want to hold the tarantula. And he's passing it around. The tarantula is really chill. It's just crawling. I'm like, it's really cool looking. Don't want to touch it. And he's like, no, come on, you got to touch it. And all my other cousins are egging me on, touch it, hold it, hold it, hold it. So things back in its tank. I'm being pressured to touch it and hold it. So it's in a little cave that's like a mug, like this, right? So it's just its little legs are just poking out right here, right?
Mhm.
I grab said mug and I lift it, and I'm shaking. Like I'm shaking. My hands are vibrating. I'm terrified. They're all in my ear yelling at me about the spider. Take it out of the cave. The spider crawls, touches finger. I instinctively drop. Spider fell out of cave, landed, crushed.
It was
It lost 4 of its legs and died shortly after.
It was its final destination.
Don't peer pressure, folks. That's all I have to say to that. If I wasn't peer pressured, the creature survives.
So, Jesus Christ. Okay, well.
Fucking Mimi Siku.
So speaking of peer pressure, I feel like this is a good way to easily segue into this, and hopefully we can shed a little bit of positivity going into this. Because
can we?
I'm hoping so.
I doubt it.
You fucking monster.
I used to be a terrible person. Now, anybody who's part of the Discord knows I'm actually a very genuine, nice person. I love y'all, and I hope for good things.
So speaking of peer pressure, I know I've encountered it. I'm sure you've encountered it. How often do you feel like you are being peer pressured into having kids?
All the time.
So
today, even.
No. Well, so I know I've had it often. I've had my mom and my dad. They've all asked me like, oh, well, when are we gonna have a grandkid? Blah 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 blah. So, do you think that we project the fact of not having kids into just getting pets?
No.
Because do you think that we project the fact of us not wanting kids and that we can't afford them, and so that's why we just get animals?
I just think that our generation is very much focused on themselves.
Respectfully.
I think that's kind of, I mean, it's kind of egocentric and kind of selfish, but that's okay. just the way we're approaching life right now. Like we're enjoying experiences. Again, if you watched last week's episode, which great job, y'all. That was the best episode in over a month. Thank you for that one.
Still blows my mind.
Right? Crazy. And we half-assed that one. But when it comes to like everything that we've gone through in our lifetimes, yeah, it's hard to think about having a kid. Like, so for example, Ellie and I went out this weekend and we went to it was called Spooky Popcorn in Hartford. And what it was free event, hosted by a dispensary. They had a pop-up screen, a projector, and we watched 28 Days Later. Out in the middle of a courtyard. It was kind of cool. They had ice cream sandwiches, they had popcorn. We brought some blankets, sat in some chair, just watched the movie outside, and it was cool. Really, really awesome. Except my immediate reaction was, there's a lot of entry points for a shooter. And that's the first thing that went through my mind. And then we saw one singular person sitting by himself, hood up, sitting there angry. And I'm just like, I've seen this movie. Ellie and Juliana, she was with us as well. They haven't seen this movie. And all I'm thinking about is contingency plans. Like if I see him reach in his bag, tilt the table over, give them cover, charge the guy, attack the throat, gouge the eye. Like I'm just going through my mind how I'm going to have to approach this in the event of a scenario. And then fireworks started going off. So immediately I'm panicked now. I swear to God, this is not even making it up. Now, granted, guys, I specified that it was sponsored by a dispensary for a reason. Because one of the side effects, Nick, I'm sure you know, of indulging in THC would be
slow reactions.
Paranoia.
Oh, well, that too.
Yes, lots of paranoia. This is completely off topic, but I feel the need to tell you this story because
it's a good story. I mean, I don't feel like it's off topic either because I mean, like because
like these are reasons why we're like being afraid of having a kid. Like shit, school just started and we saw what the fuck just happened in the news. Yeah. Which are absolutely terrible. Fucking by the way. But in my state of paranoia, obviously, I'm triggered by this man who's just sitting by himself. Everyone else in the place was coupled up with a family. Nobody else was solo. This man was dolo, and I just made me uncomfortable. Right? Like, it's okay to go to the movies by yourself.
Yeah, I do it.
I'm assessing you as a target.
I can't say much because anytime I
assess you as a threat.
I 100% get it. Because I'll go to the movie by myself, and I do the same thing. I'm visualizing everybody. If I see a couple get into a fight, they have my attention because I don't know if either he or she is going to be the one that snaps and crashes out inside the theater. Same thing at a restaurant. Every time I go to a restaurant, I'm facing the door. I need to know who's coming in, who's exiting.
Right. I like my back. My back has to be to a wall.
Exactly.
So this is the part that's off topic though. But in my state of paranoia, it's a horror movie. You've seen 28 Days Later. I'm
Absolutely.
Assuming. Okay. Great movie.
Phenomenal movie. Cillian Murphy,
exactly.
Right?
Huh?
One with Cillian Murphy.
Killian, yes. We were corrected at that at the movie, so I have to correct from now on. But halfway through the movie, now like I said, I've seen it, so I'm not missing much. Halfway through the movie, we were in a spot where it was kind of breeze was coming right through to us, and it was chilly. It dropped down to like 60 degrees from 78 earlier in the day. So I was like, it's fucking chilly. So I brought a hoodie with me, but I left it in the car. Now the event host told me, hey, if you go down these stairs right here, it'll bring you right to the garage. Cool. That seems dope. Because we had taken a long way to get up to the spot. So when I went to go grab it, Ellie goes, hey, why don't you go down that way, see if you can find the path, so when we're ready to leave, we're good to go.
Okay.
Good thinking, babe. Love that. I was convinced I found the back rooms. Nick, I'm telling you, I went down into the stairwell. I went out the first door, looked around, empty parking lot, hearing the movie, by the way, because they had like movie theater style speakers all throughout the courtyard. Mm-hmm. So very loud. Don't see anything. Go down the next floor. Look around. Nothing. Go down the next floor. Look around. Don't see anything. And I keep going all the way down to the bottom floor. So now I run back up and I'm like, all right, maybe if I walk through the walk through the parking lot. I'll find my car, right? That makes sense, right?
Logically.
Right? It's a parking garage. There's levels.
Yeah.
So I get out on one of the floors and I just start walking. And then I get turned around because I didn't realize where I was. And then I realized in that moment, by the way, just to preface, Ellie and I have just binged all of the Screams, including the most recent one. And if you're a big Scream fan, which I know you dirty bastards are here from Book Talk, my New York showing. With that being said, and in the Scream franchise, they talk about rules of horror movies, right? It's kind of the basis of the whole thing.
Correct.
Every single movie, you follow the rules of horror movies, right?
Until the rules change.
I realized I separated from the group. I'm brown. I am in an empty parking lot on a night that we're watching horror films.
And you're inebriated.
And I'm inebriated. I am
a perfect victim.
Victim number 1. And of course, remember, I stated earlier, you can hear the movie in the parking garage.
So it would cover your screams.
Echoes. Yeah. So there was times I heard footsteps from the movie, but sounded like, because of the echoes of a parking garage, somebody was behind me. I sprinted. My Apple Watch can show the activity. There was a spike in movement at around, I don't know, 9:15 at night on Saturday. My heart rate exceeded 175. I eventually ran to another exit, ran down the stairs. I legit almost climbed out of the fucking thing because I didn't even know how to get back to where the movie was. I legit got lost. And then I found my car. And then when we left, no joke, Ellie opens the first door and goes, "Your car's right here." I'm like, there's no way I went out that door. There was no car. I entered the Matrix.
You 100% entered the Matrix. You entered the void.
So, with that being said,
you gonna circle back?
I want to ask you, with what I experienced on Saturday, should I have a kid? Probably not. Not at this point in time.
I'm gonna be honest with you. 100% you should not have a kid. Neither should I. But I also would like to say that I feel like after that weekend episode, going forward, Ellie needs to do one, if not both these things, and that's one, drop an air tag inside of you,
AirTag Humvee,
and 2, potentially put a leash on you,
or 2.
That was 2
or 3.
3.
I wear a GoPro the next time I do this because I will have half of a horror film already pre-filmed, done.
Okay, I support this, so I'm gonna have to let Ellie know. Actually, if you guys want to help with the GoFundMe so we can get the AirTag and then get that GoPro going, we'll let you guys have exclusive footage.
I would need you guys to buy 100 stickers.
Exactly.
That's how much because how much is an AirTag? Like $50?
I don't know.
I don't know. I make 50 cents a sticker. Buy 100 stickers, I can afford an AirTag, a single one.
Well, after that whole little roller coaster.
Sorry, I didn't mean to completely derail us there.
Well, I mean, you kind of just like nailed it with the fact that that you should not have kids.
I am not prepared mentally to have a child. I'd have to stop smoking immediately. Like almost instantly.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to move us into the whole next segment because that was one wild ass ride. I'm not even going to lie. Like that's impressive.
Dude, I swear to God, dude, I was panicked. I was so afraid. I even got back, like when I found my car, I went the long way back to where I was. I wasn't going back in the stairwell. I was panting and I listened. She goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I had a legit fucking panic attack just a few moments ago." And she was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I got lost. I'll tell you later."
Well, in this next segment, it's going to be a little bit of a fun game, and I've kind of realized in our older or earlier episodes, that's kind of become like a trend on accident. Like we'll have a little fun game where either you'll ask questions. You guys saw in the last episode where I blurted out "spank me" and stuff like the word game. So that's going to also be making a comeback because that apparently that maybe that's where the views came from.
The spank me definitely is what sparked people wanting to watch you.
But this game is a lot more wholesome. It's called "Is This Love or Is It Obsession?"
Ooh,
Okay,
I like this.
You'll rank it as normal love or borderline obsession.
Okay, normal love or borderline obsession.
Correct. So
okay,
we'll get to go right off the rip. Singing your pet to sleep with a lullaby.
So I don't sing to my dog with a lullaby. I will
lullaby?
sing a lullaby.
A lullaby.
A lullaby. I will sing to my dogs. Nick, you have seen me sing Disney songs.
You were singing Hamilton when I got on today.
Yeah, it's called vocal stimming, Nick.
Well, it's called autism, Zaga.
I am practicing. I'm preparing for my audition one day.
What, for autism?
For Hamilton, asshole.
Oh, I was gonna say you don't audition for that. You just have it.
I want to sign up for it. But I will sing to my dogs. Like, I forgot what song it is that they love. Like they go crazy when I sing "Wait for It" from Hamilton. Like their tails will wag. There's certain songs too that they'll jump up on me and we dance, and then my dog shakes her butt. She does a salsa. It's really funny.
My salsa makes all the pretty girls want to
I think
dance
it's normal love. Like I read that if you play classical music to plants,
they grow better.
They grow better. So like, it's frequency. There's science. I think that's love. Okay. Tucking my dog to bed every night and making sure her stuffed animal is in said arms.
Borderline obsession.
That's a borderline. That is more than borderline obsession. There's so many videos on my Ring camera, and Ellie just goes like, "Did you tuck the dogs into bed last night?" I'm like, "I did."
No shame. I 100% did. You want me to do it again? I'll do it again.
I did, and they were comfy.
So, and this next one, I know I might not have necessarily done it to its full extent, but I've definitely done it. But that's when you're on vacation, FaceTiming your pet. Is that normal or is that borderline obsession? I have my answer.
Like somebody's watching your pet, obviously.
No, the dog is on my fucking cell phone playing. Yes, somebody's watching your pet.
Yeah. Like the dog's somewhere. So that's normal. You want to make sure your dog's okay and you're checking your dog out at the same time. Like we boarded our dogs at a puppy hotel, which was really cute, by the way. It was a puppy hotel. We had videos and pictures sent every like 4 hours, 5 hours. So we would assess and zoom in and try to make sure, is that a rash on her paw? My message is this person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, I commend you for doing that because we've all seen the videos of people abusing animals in those situations, like at boarding places and stuff like that. I've always, and I'm still against it. I won't send my dog to a boarding place. I mean, I have my mom and my dad that live about an hour and a half away. I'll drive down there and drop him off where I know he's in good hands. But I used to work as a kennel attendant where people would board their animals and stuff like that. Like I helped the vet and stuff like that. But like during the holidays, people would board their pets. I actually got people fired because I witnessed people abusing like animals inside the clinic.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's I knowing that those kind of people exist out there terrifies the piss out of me. Like I said, my dog is a rescue adopt. I don't want to send him somewhere and he fucking relapses.
Yeah, I mean, so I get that. What was nice though for us is that we have a friend who is the manager of the PetSmart that has the hotel.
Yeah.
So we had an immediate in, so it was a little different. Like they'll have a, like fun nights where they put them in costumes and they get special toys and they have play dates.
And see, I like places like that because they're not all places are bad. Like by no means, I know there's a lot of places that do well with animals, and the animals have a great time, and the parents are able to go enjoy themselves without having to worry about their pet because it's being taken care of. I know those places exist. It's just I feel like they're very few and few in between, far and few in between.
Yeah, I mean, so we did it the one time, but we're not doing it anymore. We have too many people that are around. For the wedding we boarded them. That's why we did that. The wedding we boarded them because there was no one to watch them. That was the only reason why. But now, what's it called? Like now, like so we're going to Salem for our 1 year anniversary. Back to where we got married. We got a hotel room, whatever. We're bringing them to my best friend's house. They're gonna watch the dog. When we went on the honeymoon, Juliana came over and stayed for the week and a half, and took care of the dogs and just lived in our house for a week. Like so, like we have different variations now.
Well, and I mean, let's be honest, having that network or whatever makes it a hell of a lot easier and cheaper than boarding because, like I said, it's easy for me just to drive the small way to drop off my dog where he's comfortable, and I know he's going to be loved, he's going to be fed, he's going to be everything, the whole 9 yards. Plus, my mom and dad love him. They honestly try to keep him after I try to get him back, just because they enjoy his company and everything like that.
Oh, my dad gets mad when I come down and don't bring my dogs. He's like, "Where's my grandpups?" And I'm like, "They're at home. Like we're going back home, so we didn't bring them." Well, why didn't you bring them? So my dogs love my dad. They just nap with him constantly. It's the funniest thing.
So, on the whole FaceTime thing, we're agreeing that's fairly
normal.
Normal.
That's normal.
So, what would it make it weird or obsessive or obsession if it were not a dog or a cat? If it was like an abstract animal, like a hamster, a fish?
Yes,
I agree. That
the only exception I'll make is parrot.
that's different. They talk.
Exactly.
I 100
Chimpanzee, monkey.
Okay.
These are exotics.
That's getting well off of what you have in our household.
I'm just saying.
I know people have
got a
them.
raccoon.
There's actually a lot of people here in the South that have that. So, oddly enough,
man, I want a little raccoon so bad.
Little trash panda.
I would name him Brad. By the way,
because Bradley Cooper.
Off topic. I love people who name their dogs human names, or
Why?
any pet. Like this is Kevin.
I think that's weird.
It's just funny.
I think it's weird
to me.
No, I think dogs' names should be unique, not a human. I'll treat my dog like a human. I'll feed him like a human, the whole 9 yards. But giving him a human name,
like, listen, I got Leia and Rosie, but that's like fitting for a pet, right?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like a normal name. Like it's just funny. Like if you had a cat that was an asshole, that's
Steve.
Karen.
That's Steve.
Right? Like it just sounds so much better. Like your dog runs off. Bill, get your ass back over here.
No, I hate that. That's like when you name a kid like.
You name a kid what?
When you name your kid like with the elderly name like let me think.
I'm married to one, buddy.
Wait, you're married to one?
Eleanor?
That's a good example. Good, like when she was a baby. Oh, do you want to hold Eleanor? No, I want to put Eleanor in a home.
I want to put Eleanor in a home.
Like, no, like that's just, I don't know. When it comes to names, it's just fucking weird. Like I'm against the whole.
Yeah, leave that.
That's fine. I won't tell her myself, but you can. I'm many miles away. I can't be struck.
Yeah, but she can still yell at you.
Not if I don't answer.
You have to record an episode every week with you, motherfucker. So she'll just storm in this office.
I'm gonna have a
She'll
kill.
Nicholas you on that one.
That's scary. My mother only calls me Nicholas, and that's terrifying enough. I hate being called my full name.
Yeah, not a lot of people call me my full name.
I know. I do. I don't call you by your full name out of respect.
You only call me Zaga.
I know. Well, the name I have in my phone is Patuffney.
Patuffney.
Yeah, PTOUGHNIGH. Patuffney.
I don't even know when I started going by Tony, honestly. Like I'm trying to remember. Like I don't remember the time that it switched, because no one ever just started calling me Tony. I started introducing myself as Tony, and I changed. I'm pretty sure it was when I was, becoming that terrible human being that I once was.
Growth.
And then Zaga was born, and Zaga is meant for many things.
It's your phoenix. It was your rebirth.
It's rebirth. Yes.
Rebirth.
Yes.
That's why I go by Nick.
It's like a baptism.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Yes.
But
continue.
Yeah, no, moving on. I do have a couple of hot takes on this whole plant pet whole scenario for like that we all have, because I know 99.9% of millennials all have.
Was that it with the game? We only did like 3 of them.
Well, I started to run out and then I saw the time, so I wanted to continue with it.
We still have plenty of time. We're only about 40 minutes in?
No. I mean, I can go back to the game.
Started. So yes, for those at home, we have a timer on the top left of our screen. Nick doesn't realize we started at like 30 minutes.
Because of me.
Yeah.
Well, no, 15 of those minutes we were talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
The other 15.
Well, no. That was included in the 30 minutes. From 30 minutes of you starting.
Oh.
Maybe like the first or second time.
Fucking up the intro.
5 takes? 6 takes?
5. I got it on the 5th.
You did.
I got it on the 5th. Okay, so back to normal love. Or partially obsession. I think this is normal love, even though I'm not the one to do it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I love seeing it. I just don't do it with my dog. That might change this year. Putting your pets in costumes.
All right, so that is obsession, because I love the idea of dressing up my dogs.
So you don't think it's normal?
I want a wiener dog to make him a hot dog. My dog, I think this year, he's going to be a bumblebee.
Even though you're scared of bees?
Yes, but she's so cute.
Dude, you know what you should do?
What?
Dress your dog up as a bumblebee, and you be the kid from My Girl. Can't see without his glasses.
There you go. I played him. I'm just
and Ellie can be the girl. Ellie can be the girl.
My girl, he needs his glasses.
He can't see without his glasses. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry if that got a little bit dark, and I'm sorry that I make a humor out of that. I thought it was the funniest shit. I know that makes me probably sadistic. I think I fucking hated that scene. And not because it was quote unquote emotional. I just fucking hated it.
It made me cry.
It did not make me cry.
Well, tomato.
Tomato, potato, I don't care. But all I'm saying is, you say it's obsession. I think it's normal.
Oh, it's obsession. Because what happens is, and I'm going to tell you what happens. So Rosie has a wardrobe, and it's an obsession. You start obsessing. Ellie is buying me and Leia matching hoodies, and her and Rosie matching hoodies, and we're going to wear them out one day, and that's going to be our Christmas card.
I can't wait to put that on my fridge. It'll go right next to my one that I have of my best friend that I've had for years on my fridge when he first had his firstborn son with his family, or with his wife and her daughter, or their daughter. That it'll go right 1-on-1.
Yep. That's happening. It's an obsession, because then you just start looking for clothes for your animal.
Okay. I see where you're coming from now. You do see it as normal, but it can turn into an obsession because you start getting copious amounts of costumes for you and your dog, or you and your pet, whatever you have.
Yeah.
I
don't agree with painting your pet's nails. I think that's weird.
I think I don't agree that
that's obsession.
Well, my
And when he,
dog also chews on his nails, so I don't want him eating
well,
paint.
they make safe ones.
Oh,
It's like ones for kids, like get bite on their fucking fingers all the time.
oh, true. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. The one thing I don't also agree, and I think it's obsessive, and I don't really agree with it. And I understand that they have not. They use non-toxic dye. Quit dyeing your fucking dogs.
Yeah, it's weird.
I fucking hate it. Like I understand, like it's a cool concept. Quit dyeing your dog's hair. It's not a human. And usually I don't care what people do. I don't agree with it. I think it's that part is weird.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that one. What did you just hit?
I hit my head on the microphone. I was trying to fix my sock and I fucking rocked my shit. So I know I do this, but I guess because I do it to my dog, but I can't say that I do what the question is talking to your plants before you leave the house, like an everyday thing.
All right, so I may talk. I don't really talk to the plants. I guess I do because I'll be looking at it like you're doing so well. Oh God, we're gonna leave you out here. Like I'm talking out loud, maybe not
Uh-huh.
to the plants specifically. I do talk to my dogs.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah.
I have full on conversation, and like I don't. They're not saying anything, but I will respond as if they are. It's like, hey, listen, I gotta go to work. I know you want. Listen, I know you want me to stay here. I get it. I can't. You don't pay bills. I gotta get you kibble. You're on a raw diet now. Do you know how expensive that is? You don't, because you don't have a concept for money because you don't have thumbs.
Out of everything,
That's,
it's because they don't have thumbs.
and that is what it's like to be a dog dad.
So that actually brings me into actually my hot take. Well, it's not necessarily. I wouldn't say necessarily a hot take per se, but we both love our animals deeply and dearly. But can we just agree that they are the most? Well, they're not unappreciative. But what pisses me off is when my dog lays next to me and he fucking sighs because I didn't pet him long enough. Dude, I go to work, I feed you, I bathe you, I give you love. For 2 seconds to answer a text message, you huff and puff at me. Bro, you don't even pay rent in this house.
Right? Like all the TikTokers that have videos of their like knowledge stomps and all that stuff,
Yeah.
they are providing. Those dogs are creating a service for people, making money,
Yes.
feeding. My dogs do not.
They just
They are
take.
nuisances. They are leeches financially to me.
Very cute financial leeches.
Yes.
But
However, I always feel bad. Like I feel like, and I want you to think about this. Anytime you have taken your dog with you somewhere, what have you done? Something fun.
yeah.
So your dog's only concept of getting in the car and leaving is going to somewhere fun. So I don't feel bad sometimes, or I feel bad sometimes because I'm like, they probably just think I leave them here to go do fun stuff all day long and then come back.
You know, I never saw it that way until this very moment.
I really try to get to the understanding of my dog's psyche because I'm like, why are you so excited? I left for 5 minutes. And I'm like, you probably think I went on a walk.
That or you think that I left you.
Or I went to the park. Oh God, when we every time we go on vacation and we come back and they're just like fucking bugged out, it lasts for 3 seconds. But like when you think about it, one day, the way we do the math, right? For 1 human year, it's 7 years for a dog. So if you break it down, 1 day equals to about a week time. So
Right.
if you're gone for like 3 hours, you're gone for like 3 days to them. Like
okay.
a day and a half or something, like it's that long for them.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Zaga the dog whisperer.
Listen,
the dog therapist.
I worked with animals at a very young age, where I worked at that aquarium with that dolphin that didn't have a tail. I spoke a lot with the trainers about their psychology. I played hide and seek with a dolphin, one of the coolest experiences of my life. That was my morning routine. Drink a coffee, play hide and seek with the dolphin. But I asked the trainers a lot of stuff, about the psychology of animals and how they train, and they're like, you really got to understand who they are and what they do. Like this
I mean, they
is
have personalities.
exactly. So, like I give my dogs free will sometimes. Like we get the Wheezies treats. I'm sure somebody's in a comment saying those are terrible for your dog. Shut up, my dogs like them.
I don't even know what
The
they are.
Wheezies dental treats. They have like a crocodile. They have one that looks like a bone. They have one that's like in a star shape. They have a porcupine. But I'll take one of each and I'll place them on the floor and I'll say free will, and then they go to decide which one they want. And they both choose different ones. Leia chooses a crocodile every time. Rosie, she likes more of the slim bone.
Okay. I've kind of done the same thing, except I'll take my dog to like PetSmart or one of those stores, and I go down the toy aisle and I let him pick. You choose what you want to play with.
And it's crazy how they're like, what? I have a decision?
Yeah, and it's fun because he's so what's the word I'm looking, not passive, but he's pensive. I don't know if that's the correct term. I don't know. He's very docile. So like he starts looking, and like he looks at me, and then he like looks at all of them, and he's trying to figure out, well, I don't know. And then so like it's like a person who has ADHD. You have to like give them certain options. And so after I've seen that he's at least looked at 2 to 3, I'll do it like how you just said. I'm like, okay. So I hold all 3, and then whichever one he touches first or goes back to twice is the one that we leave with.
Yeah, so I can't do that with my dog. Leia 100% has ADHD because she'll just go from toy to toy to toy to toy to toy to, like there's no going back to a toy. She wants all of them. And you know what? I get that. I was at shoe bingo today. I wanted all of it. I get it. I understand. Oh shoot, there was something I wanted to talk about, and I pointed out. Fuck. Just completely lost my train of thought on it. Because I had it, and I was gonna try to segue into it, and then we started talking about that, and I completely lost my train of thought on it. It'll come back to me.
It'll come back. Ooh. I had an air pocket trying to burp. You give me 2 seconds.
She's dying.
Yep. But I really think that speaking of which, I have a special guest. But
I'll see the nose.
He came and nudged me. I will say that when it comes to my dog, I've learned that he picks up on things that we have done together and stuff like that. So, for instance, I cannot bring a pizza box into my home without him going ape shit. Because when I first got him and I was a new bachelor, we ate pizza nonstop, and I gave him my crust. So it became a habit. Like he had his dog food, but he would also gets all the crust. So when I get a pizza now, and if it's actually good pizza and I do tend to eat the crust, I am judged by the highest of court, and he's pissed for the rest of the night.
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
That, and also if I bring home a coffee cup, instantly pissed, because what comes with a coffee cup, Zaga?
Pup cup.
Pup cup. And if he doesn't have a pup cup, it doesn't matter. I can put whipped cream in a cup at home. It's not the same.
Listen, every day I am bullied by a little red-haired pit bull in a sweater to give a treat. So we have a rule: you don't get your Wheezy dental treat unless you eat all of your kibble. It's like being a parent, right? No dessert, not eating all your food. Rosie will eat majority of it and then try to squeeze it by. Like, yo,
I tried.
Like she'll look at her food and look at me like, my guy, you see, I ate almost all of it. And I'm like, no, eat your fucking food. Eat your food, whatever.
Eat the food,
So,
Tina.
We'll be on the couch. We'll get comfy. We'll be in the middle of watching a movie. And I'll hear her go into the kitchen and finish eating her food. What proceeds to happen when she finishes, she'll pick up her bowl and start smashing it on the radiator. And then if I don't get up from that alert, she'll come over to me and stare at me, ears perked forward, standing straight up. And what she's done lately is jump.
Oh, she stomps.
Stomps her feet at me. and goes every time. And I look at her, I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, I just got comfy. And then she'll me one more time. And I'm like, dude, okay, fine. And I gotta get up and I gotta go get her fucking bone. And then she doesn't even eat it with us. And she takes it so gently. It's the funniest thing. Like, if this is the bone, she'll just go. And then she trots away. Doesn't walk, trots into our bedroom and eats her bone in peace. Peace and quiet.
See, we have a routine in the morning is that before I go to work, I have these little things. They're says bacon flavor. Cannot confirm if they taste like bacon or not. Not going to try it. I did that as a kid. Tastes like dry eraser. Never will happen again. But so I give him 2 in the morning, and he already knows. He'll go sit while I'm getting ready for work, and he'll go in the living room, lounge around, stuff like that. And after I make my coffee and I'm about to head out the door, he comes and he sits where my shoes are, and he's on all fours at first. And as soon as I pull the treats out, he immediately knows. He sits, he gets one, and as he's chewing it and swallowing it, he's already laid down and looking at me because that was our agreement. You do the sit for one, lay down for the other, and then as soon as I give him the second one, he already breaks eye contact and he's already back on the couch, passed out. Like, all right, he's like, all right, you can go to work. I got my treat. Fuck off.
No. So when we before we switched up our living room, we had the couch against the window. Anytime you came home, my dogs were just sitting there watching you, just staring. And like I would try to like fake them out. Like every time they thought I was getting to the door, they would go to turn, but they would wait. Fun time. As much as I love my dogs, I equally love fucking with them.
Oh.
You good?
No, not gonna lie. I kind of disassociated for a second, lost all my train of thought. That's dangerous.
Sounds dangerous.
It's very dangerous. But we'll go ahead and just circle the wagons right about now. Kind of start honing in on toward the end. Do you have any? Since I mean, you're a pet and plant daddy. What tips could you give to anybody about either one?
With your plants, it's not the amount of water that you water them with, it's the frequency that matters most.
Okay.
Yes. A lot of people think like, oh my God, I overwatered my plant. Get the pots with the drainage on the bottom here. So I got ones like these. There's a little lip right here. And if you overfill it, it'll just pour out. Very helpful, especially for beginner planters. I soak my plants. I put all my plants in the sink. I'll spray them all down, soak them all up, and then I just leave. The excess water will leak through the bottom. If they want more water, they soak it up. Do not do it frequently. This tip number 2. I told you earlier, take your pinky, stick it into the thing. If dirt sticks to your finger, they are fine. If no dirt sticks to your finger, and it is very dry, water them.
Well, I'm gonna have to remember that if I take the path of becoming a plant daddy, I'm gonna have to take that into consideration because I didn't know that. That's actually solid advice. So,
and with your dogs, they're assholes. They will control you.
We can agree though that cats are bigger assholes than dogs, but
yes,
that's neither here nor there. My tip was pretty much given at the beginning of this episode, and that's take your dog, cat, goldfish, whatever, anywhere that you go. They're here for a very short time. We think it's here for a long time. It's not. So the world that they know is inside your home, those 4 walls in your backyard. That's not a life. Take them with you the most that you can. And if you can, take them on vacation with you. I understand it's a little bit more of a charge, but if you don't got kids, full send. But
yeah, I agree.
I think it kind of circles into toward the end of our episode. I think we did pretty well tonight.
Yeah, we talked about our babies.
We talked about they're both living too.
Probably gonna. I mean, I usually would have the dogs with me, but Ellie's home, so they're going to cuddle with mom.
Well, actually, you know what? Zaga, go ahead and say your goodbyes.
Say my goodbyes.
Say your goodbyes.
Oh, guys, I'm never first. Oh gosh, Yeah, I love you guys. Take care of your pets. Love them. They are here for a short time, not a long time. They're here for a good time. Give them a good time. They don't understand anything other than you. You are their unconditional love. It is proven by science. Love them, pet them, give them all the belly rubs. Invest in pet insurance. Very helpful. Um, and yeah, plants, they're bitchy. Don't get it twisted. They're very temperamental. Do the wrong thing, they'll just die. But they can always be brought back. And just give them time. Be patient. Plants need patience. I don't have it, but yet I somehow have succeeded because I'm an out of sight, out of mind person. So I just leave them in the kitchen.
That was very well put. Very lovely.
Right? And I love you guys. Continue listening to more episodes. If you like us, watch more episodes. The numbers suck. Make them better. I believe in you and I love you. It's just me and Nick moving forward, baby. Ellie will be back one day, but right now it's me and Nick. And damn it, we deserve your attention.
Well, and before I say my goodbyes,
Come here. Come here.
There you go.
Aw.
Durango wanted to say hello. And in saying our goodbyes, may your succulents survive and your pets forgive you for being broke. Because they're worth it. That's all that really matters. And if you guys have enjoyed this episode, as always, as Zaga would always say, like, follow, subscribe, 4 letters, 1 word.
All my friends got past the checkpoint. I'm still here trying to play the game, boy. I don't know how long I can keep this up. Write another song and put it online. Pause and think, am I wasting my time? Start to question, when will it be enough? Searching for my 4-leaf clover. One more try till it's game over. Everything's fine. I'll tell myself it just takes time, and one day it'll all be mine. Screaming when I cross that finish line, but now I'm stuck, blaming all my bad luck. I'm trying not to give another thought about the ruin of doubt. It's time to level up.
That's totally acceptable. Also, I left the car running, so he had AC. It wasn't even hot out. But he gets to go for a ride. He got his pup cup. Shit like that.
We gotta pause. I'm about to shit myself. Oop. I am so sorry. Bro, you were talking. I started sweating. And then like I was trying to get through what I had to say, and then you started talking, and I thought you were saying, all right, let's wrap this up. And then you went into your tip, and I was like, oh my, all right, I gotta let a little fart out to try to release some of the pressure. And then it was one of those times where you just gotta go. And I was like, you're talking, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the moment to cut you off. Like, all right, there's got to be a spot so I can edit this later. Nope, no spot to edit this later. Nick, I gotta go.
For the love of God, before you left to go shit and when you just came back, we have to use those.